Is it about a name or a right?
Where do most people stand? Is there no common ground?
Today on the Carl Space, the center line with Lexi Keller. A rose is a rose. Hi, welcome back to the second episode of the Carl Space. I'm here today with my co-host Lexi Keller, and we're going to introduce a new segment called the center line. To talk a little bit more about it, I'm going to throw it over to Lexi.
Thanks, Carl. So the center line is an idea we came up with to show that there is a happy medium in controversial issues that have two extreme opposing viewpoints. Normally you only hear about those extremes, so what we're going to try and bring you is the middle between those issues. So this week we did gay marriage as our topic, and let's take a look at the interviews we conducted.
Okay.
So tonight our topic is gay marriage, so we're going to ask you a couple questions about your opinion on gay marriage. Okay, we'll start with, are you for or against gay marriage?
I am for gay marriage.
And why is that?
Because I believe that everybody should have equal rights regardless of their sexual preference.
Now, do you think it is offensive or condescending to refer to a same-sex couple as being in a union instead of the term marriage?
I don't think that it should be an issue. So, to elaborate on that, I think that it should be called marriage because marriage tends to have it comes with all the rights, right? You know, things like children, deathbed, things like that. And I think that it shouldn't be an issue. Marriage is marriage. It comes with the same rights. Calling it a union is petty and it's illogical.
All right, Sonia, thank you for being on with us tonight.
Not a problem. Thank you for having me.
Hi, Emily. Thank you for joining us today on Carl Space.
Hi.
So today our topic is gay marriage, so I'm just going to ask you a couple questions about your opinion on gay marriage.
Okay.
Okay, first of all, do you believe in gay marriage?
I believe that people have the right to choose whatever they decide. Like, if they feel like it's right, then they can go ahead and do that. Personally, that's just not for me, but it's not, I don't judge them in any way, and I feel that everyone has the right to choose whether they want to affiliate with gay men or not.
So do you think legally people of the same sex should have the right to marry?
I think that they should have that opportunity if they want, because I wouldn't take that away from them. But at the same time, I do believe that marriage is between a man and a woman because that's what I was grown up taught as. Because I am a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. I'm a Mormon. And so I've just always been told that, you know, a man and a woman are supposed to marry, but that doesn't mean that it shouldn't be taken away from those people who want to have the opportunity to get married if they're gay.
So would you feel more comfortable if people of the same sex maybe had a different word than marriage, maybe having a union instead of a marriage? Do you think that would be more appropriate?
I honestly, just my personal opinion, I feel like the word marriage or union it doesn't make a difference.
Okay, and do you think people of the same sex should have the same rights as married couple in the sense of dealing with hospitalization and medical decisions and children?
Yeah, no, definitely. I believe that anyone has the right to that, and I feel like it's wrong for them just because they have maybe a different viewpoint, then that shouldn't be taken away from them. I feel like that's very wrong.
Okay, thank you so much for answering our questions today.
Yeah, thank you.
Good evening, Alec, and thank you for joining us on Carl Space tonight.
Good evening, Alexis.
So tonight our topic is gay marriage. I'm just going to ask you a few questions to get your opinion on gay marriage.
Okay.
Okay, first let's start out with if you believe in gay marriage.
No, definitely not.
And why is that?
Because marriage is between a man and a woman.
So would you be okay if two people of the same sex were brought together in maybe a union instead of calling it a marriage?
Yeah, they want to, but they don't get the marriage rights.
So you don't believe they should have the same rights to make medical decisions or with children?
Marriage between a man and a woman.
So you believe only a union between a man and a woman gives people the right to make medical decisions regarding children, etc.
Yes.
What was that?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much for coming on with us today, Alec.
Yeah, no worries.
So Carl, what did you think of those interviews?
I thought they were really interesting. You know, I feel like both sides were fairly well represented, both extremes. But I do agree with and have a lot of respect for what Emily had to say. Because I feel like as a society, it's time that we start recognizing the progress that's been made.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that a lot of the times, the fact that this is more of a non-issue than it's played up to be drowns out the fact that it is still something that is very important and needs to be addressed socially. You know, I feel like that a lot of the times in hearing these angry, vehement arguments from either side tends to drown out the voice of reason, you know? And I feel like it's time now to start realizing the progress that's been made. You know, you look back 20, 30 years, you know, same-sex couples were not a feature in any kind of media, in any kind of entertainment. Mm-hmm. And just looking within the past 10 years or so, their presence has been there, but they've evolved from the stock, archetypal, stereotypical gay characters into more substantial individuals.
I definitely agree. And I also think it's important to realize that although it is a separate but equal for now, I think it's important to see that the equality is actually there.
You're talking about in terms of calling it marriage or not calling it marriage.
Exactly. As long as we are still giving them those rights, I think it's important to recognize that we are making progress towards it. Even if we aren't calling it the same thing, fundamentally it is the same.
Mm-hmm. Right. Well, that's our segment for this week. Lexi, I just really, really want to thank you. It's been an amazing pleasure to have you here on the show.
Absolutely. And I want to thank all of our guests for sharing their opinions with us and helping us find the center line.
Thanks, guys. Until next time, remember that my place might be small, but it's never too small to tackle even the biggest of issues. Until the next episode, I'll see you guys later.